Hi, today I'm reviewing the Boscia Resurfacing Treatment Toner with Apple Cider. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. So if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at nobsbeauty.com or click on the Amazon link below. So Boscia secretly, quietly has been releasing newer products. They've got some new eye products, some new oils, and this toner. They also have new beauty balm cream, which I like their older one better, but anyway, so when this came out, I definitely had to give it a try, and I've been trying lots of new toners, especially ones that are like resurfacing type. And now that I've had a chance to try it, I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale. And really quick to mention, this is what Boscia wrote, an invigorating toner powered by 20% acid complex that effectively exfoliates, resurfaces for a smooth, bright, and transformed looking skin. Highlighted ingredients are glycolic acid, which helps with dullness and fine lines, salicylic acid, which helps with pores, clogged pores, blackheads, things like that, and then apple cider vinegar, which contains vitamin C, which they say visibly reduces wrinkles by supporting the natural production of collagen. Which is acetic acid, which can be kind of problematic to skin. So let me start on my first criteria, which is packaging, and they've done a very nice job packaging this. Like it. You know what? In my cabinet, I have the second shelf. The first shelf is all towels, which I should change this order up. But then the second shelf is all my like skincare products, and the third shelf is all hair care. But you know what? This bottle is super easy to find. So many are like clear, or they use like the clear dropper bottle or things like that. So this bottle is always very easy to find. And they've done a nice job protecting it from exposure to light and air. So they've done a good job with that. My second criteria is alcohol, and this does not contain any denatured drying types of alcohol. So that's always a good thing. My third criteria is fragrance, and it has no real scent. It might have a very, 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 very slight vinegary scent to it from the acetic acid, but otherwise no added fragrance, which is a good thing. This is made in the U.S., so no issues with that. Ease of use, very easy to use. So after cleansing, I add a little bit to a cotton pad and swipe it over your skin for a few seconds, and just make sure you remove any extra residue or debris or sunscreen or anything your cleanser didn't get. So very easy to use. Just use it like you would use any toner. Although be careful around your eye area. Sometimes I have toners or micellar cleansers I'll use on my eye area. This one you don't want to use in that area because of the acids in there. So let me do a quick pH test for you guys. Okay, there we go. So anyway, so you can pretty much use it like an average toner except for the eye area or mouth area. So just be a little cautious there. And the pH test strip is showing it's about 3. So that is on the low end, but it's still, for a good exfoliating product, you want it to be between about a 3 and a 4 is ideal. So this is definitely on the little bit of the lower end, which is probably why I found it to be kind of stingy a little bit stingy when I used it. So on the lower end, but still exfoliating pH is in there. So very easy to use, and don't rinse. That's the other thing. Don't rinse it off unless it's stinging a lot. In that case, your skin is probably being kind of irritated. So a little bit of a tingle or a sting is okay for a second or two, but if it lasts after that, I'd recommend rinsing your face off. Your skin shouldn't burn or really tingle for a long time or sting or hurt. So if it does, rinse it off and get it off your face. So okay, so my 6th criteria is antioxidants, and personally, I would have really liked to see more skin-soothing ingredients. It doesn't have a very long ingredient list. Obviously, glycolic acid's in there, salicylic acid, jojoba seed oil's in there. I think this would have been a little bit better if they would have included some more skin-soothing ingredients, because I did find using this that it does sting quite a bit more than the average exfoliating product I use. Murad recently came out with this skin resurfacing multi-acid toner. And if you're in the market for something similar to this, I know the Murad's a little bit more pricey, but I found it to work a little bit better on my skin, even though it is a little bit more pricey. I think the bottle is a little bit bigger than this as well. But sometimes the you know what, spending the more money on the Murad, you're better off, because this one is a little bit stinging. So, and it's probably from the acetic acid, which they included, which I'm not a huge necessarily fan of. In smaller amounts, it seems okay, like apple cider vinegar, like hair rinses and things like that seem to help. But for me, on a daily basis, I don't find it to be super beneficial for my skin. So I think it just depends on your skin type and what other products you use in your routine and things like that. So in terms of antioxidants or beneficial ingredients, I would have liked to see more. My 7th criteria is animal testing, and Boscia has information on their website that make it seem like they're cruelty-free. However, they sell in mainland China, and if you sell in mainland China through the most traditional routes, your product is required to be tested by law. So if you sell in mainland China throughout that avenue, there are certain ways to do it without having to have your product tested on animals, but Boscia has not taken those steps yet, so they are not cruelty-free. My 8th criteria is performance, and I found this toner to leave my skin feeling so dry, uncomfortably so, and if I just use this maybe once or twice a week, it seemed to be okay, but if I use this 3 or 4 days in a row, my skin started to get drier and drier throughout the week. My skin started to get a little bit more dry, sensitive, and flaky, which is also probably due to the acetic acid amount, the pH level, and also the amount of sodium hydroxide in here is also a little bit higher, which is usually in smaller amounts. Sodium hydroxide is usually toward the very end or at the end of the ingredient list. On this product, it's the 4th ingredient, so it is definitely going to be in a higher amount, which so for some of those reasons, the performance for me is just a little bit too much. I could see myself using this maybe like once a week, but on a daily basis is just a bit too much for my skin to handle. So anyway, so on to my 9th criteria, which is the price. This is the full size, which is 5.1 ounces, and it retails for $28. Hi, Lincoln. Goodbye. Okay. He was there for a second. So not really expensive, so that's nice to see. And then my 10th criteria, which is the it factor. You know, I'm just not totally sold on using high amounts of vinegar all over your skin on a regular basis. Vinegar, acetic acid can be drying. Smaller amounts of it, not on a regular basis, aren't as concerning, but combining with other strong acids, and not having a lot of skin soothing ingredients and hydrating ingredients in there can be an issue. So I don't know. I think if you're checking this one out, I would recommend you check out my video on the Murad Resurfacing Toner. I think that one's a little bit better formulated and will certainly help your skin a bit more than this one did. So overall, I gave this a 6 out of 10 on the Sarah score scale, which is still decent. So they could have done some things to make it better, but anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to check this out yet or not, and if you have, what your thoughts are, so definitely leave a comment, or if you haven't, what's your favorite Boscia product? So definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Check out nobsbeauty.com or the Amazon link below, and thank you guys so much.